Good evening, everyone. We're not getting started yet, so don't want to excite anybody. But we are trying to give one graduate a little bit of time to get here, so just bear with us.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Good evening. I love crowd participation. Good evening. Yes, much better. All right, I'm Douglas Fletcher. I'm one of the site directors at Heartland Bibb site, and I'm just going to welcome everybody tonight. So, honored guests, members of the faculty, family, friends, and our distinguished graduates of Heartland's class of 22. You did it. It is with great pleasure to welcome all of you to our 2022 graduation commencement of Heartland Foothills. With the faculty and staff of Heartland, I extend my warmest congratulations to all of those who are receiving diplomas today and acknowledge the support that has helped you along the way. To the family and friends with us today, and to those who could not be here with us to celebrate this special moment, thank you. Thank you for your encouragement you have offered, and in many cases for the sacrifices you have made so that your student can earn a diploma that they will take home today. Graduates, would you please join me in a moment to acknowledge all of those who have supported you along your journey? Family and friends, could y'all stand up? Thank you. Graduates of the class of 2022, we are here today to participate in the praise and wonder at your achievements. You have shown us that you challenge boundaries, break out of them, and redefine them. As you proceed in your life after graduation, I want you to remember the following. Follow your instincts and curiosity wherever they lead you, and broaden your knowledge by reading as much as you can. Embrace opportunities to collaborate with others, as it is the key to our success as a society, and it helps us to grow as individuals. Be bold and take risks, and don't let the fear of failure stop you. Failure is a part of life, and it's another way to learn. Change is also a part of life too, and at times it is frightening, but we should see it as a chance to explore and to test our limits. Above all, enjoy what you do and take pleasure and satisfaction in what you achieve. Whatever your next steps are, I invite you to see your studies here as a part of a lifetime of learning, and I encourage you to use that learning in every situation to leave it better than it was than when you arrived. Again, congratulations to the Heartland class of 2022.
Good evening. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize some special guests that are here with us tonight. We would like to thank the following people for being in attendance at this graduation ceremony. Of course, our superintendent, Dr. Sherry Gibney Sherman. Our assistant superintendent, Dr. Dale Simpson. Regional Student Services Specialist, Dr. Don Myers. Our Heartland Executive Director, Ms. Melissa Griffin. And our Heartland Student Support Specialist, Ms. Debbie Hammond. Graduation is a special time, and their presence here tonight makes it that much special. So we thank each of you for being here to help celebrate our students. Next, we will have our top graduate speech. It is a pre-recorded speech that we will watch on the screen.
Hello, good evening. My name is Kaylin Juarez Herrera. Today, I want to start off by thanking God, my family, and the teachers who helped make this dream come true for me. They did not only show their support in patience, but also proved that they believe in me. I want to congratulate everyone also graduating today. We probably don't know each other's name, but I know the proud feeling of walking across that stage, and we couldn't be happier and couldn't be more proud of you and me for not giving up on our dreams. I want to talk a little bit more about my journey in hopes that if there's anyone struggling to find inspiration, may this be it. I come to this country not knowing a single bit of the language or the lifestyle. I always dreamed of school, but studying at a place where you couldn't understand and you couldn't be understood made that dream difficult and scary. Because of my age, I wasn't allowed to finish my education at a public school, so I was given the option of studying for a GED. When that information was given to me, I gave up. It was a no that didn't know the language. I didn't meet the requirements. I decided to work instead at a restaurant job. I became a waitress. A year had gone by and the idea of a school had completely been forgotten until a friend of mine convinced me to talk to Foothills and figure out if there was anything they could do for me. And with the doors wide open, they let me in. I had another child to accomplish that I had been dreaming of since the age of 11. Once the process began, they told me I had 20 credits left. I again lost motivation. I gave up on myself after earning only 7 credits. I continued to doubt myself and how long I was taking to finish all my classes. I gave up and started working at a poultry plant. Tried to study and work and decided working would be better until one day in November my way of thinking changed completely until I found out I was pregnant. I knew then I knew then that if I wasn't going to do it for myself, I needed to do it for this baby. I was put off work for a while due to complications with my pregnancy, and I decided I was going to put all my focus into graduating and getting that diploma with the help of very supportive and patient teachers along with the family members and friends. I accomplished my goal. Don't get discouraged regardless of what situation you find yourself. It may seem like a long way to go, but before you know it, you're done for the moms to be or the mothers who are constantly doubting yourself and losing motivation to finish school. Don't be hard on yourself. Take one step at a time, and you'll see how proud you feel when you know your little one has someone to look up to. Papá, si ves esto, espero que te sientas orgulloso de mí y a mi mamá y a mis hermanas. Gracias por siempre creer en mí, incluso cuando yo no creía ni en mí misma. Y para mi hijo, esto es por ti. Gracias por ser la bendición y la motivación de todos los días. Y por ti soy mejor cada día. Hello, good evening. My name is Katie. Today I want to start
this at this time, but in addition, just so you know, graduates, any Foothills graduate who enrolls in a post-secondary school or in the military is eligible for a $200 scholarship. So keep us posted on your moves after you graduate. At this time, we would like to recognize our BIB Site Award for top graduate. This award is in the amount of $50 and is given to a graduate that has the highest GPA at the BIB site. So congratulations to Miss Tanaya Riley for earning this award.
Congratulations, Tanaya. So now is the moment that we've all been waiting for, the presentation of our diplomas. At Foothills, we pride ourselves on being a non-traditional school. However, the one thing we have in common with traditional schools is graduation. Whether we are honoring one graduate or 5 graduates, this is a landmark accomplishment for our seniors, and quite honestly, this is our favorite part of being an educator. So without further ado, Dr. Gibney Sherman, it gives me great pleasure to present to you our BIB graduates. Each graduate has met or exceeded all local governance board requirements and all state of Georgia requirements to be 2022 graduates of Foothills Education Charter High School. Graduates, will you please stand? You all will take your spots. As I call your name, if you will come up. Shantakia Clark. Not only is Ms. Clark celebrating graduation today, today is another special day for her. Today is her baby's birthday. Aisha Flowers. Wayman Gilbert. Tanaya Riley. And Ann-Kat Shello. Congratulations to each of you, ladies and gentlemen, for accomplishing such a tremendous task. Okay, next we will have the turning of the tassel by Mr. Wayman Gilbert.
The turning of the tassel is a modern tradition used to signify a person's transition from candidate to graduate. At high school level, the tassel is worn on the right side of the cap at the start of the ceremony and is moved to the left once the diplomas have been received. My fellow peers, let's take a second look and live in a moment. Think about your educational journey and all that you had to overcome to be here tonight. This tassel is worth all the hassle. At this time, fellow graduates, please stand. Please join me in turning your tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the Foothills Education Charter High School of class of 2022. We did it.
All right, next we will have the introduction of our guest speaker by Mr. Jarrett Moore, Assistant Site Director.
Dr. Ansley Booker is a native of Eatonton, Georgia, and a graduate of Putnam County High School class of 2003. She is also a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in Biology from Georgia Southern University in 2008, where she was a Ronald E. McNair Scholar, a Master of Science in Pharmacy from the University of Georgia in 2013, and her PhD in Educational Leadership from Mercer University in May 2019. She has published and presented extensively on the experiences of African American, Black women, and other underrepresented students in the STEM, STREAM education, and student affairs fields. Her passion for STEM was highlighted in her 2019 TED Talk entitled Unhidden Figures, Uncovering Our Cultural Biases in STEM. Dr. Booker was the previous director for the Mercer University Educational Opportunity Center and is the inaugural director for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion Initiatives. Lastly, Ansley is an award-winning international speaker, author, and sought-after thought leader for justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion consulting. In addition to being a passionate scientist and educator, she is an equity-mindedness and inclusive leadership who is committed to focusing on social justice. She is a proud graduate of Leadership Making Class of 2019, the Urban Leadership Academy Cohort 3, and Youth Leadership Putnam County 2003. It gives me great pleasure to introduce my good friend, Dr. Ansley Booker.
Good evening, everyone. No, see, y'all not ready to go because y'all didn't say good evening like you was ready to go. There we go, good evening, right? So good evening to our administration, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, parents, family, friends, and especially you, to the graduates. I want to leave you all with the 5 keys for success, each one of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step number 1, what I want you to do is always practice humility. As Kendrick Lamar would say, be humble. Show gratitude, self-control, and self-respect. You will achieve more success in life when you are fully honest with yourself and others. If you made a mistake, it's okay. It's okay, I'm telling you, as adults, we even make mistakes. A butterfly doesn't look back at a caterpillar and judge it. Instead, it flies forward and is thankful for its journey. Number 1, practice humility. Number 2, the ability to control your impulses. Now, I'm a Pisces. Anybody else Pisces? Okay, one person? All right, what else is more important than a Pisces? Scorpio? Capricorn? Gemini? See y'all? Leo, there we go, Leo. But as a Pisces, I want to see where you are in the audience. A Pisces, what they often say about us is very hard to control our impulses. But that's not an excuse, right? So again, remember that as responsible adults, you always have to control your impulses, which may be hard. But please note that poor decisions are often made in moments of impulse. I encourage each one of you to take the time to think things through, because of these moments of lack of self-control can have severe and life-altering consequences. So number 2, make sure you have the ability to control your impulses. Number 3, courage. Develop and embrace courageous opportunities. You are wonderfully and fearfully made. You should not operate in a spirit of fear, okay? Key word there, you should not operate in a spirit of fear. Please make sure that you are engaging your fear. I know that sounds difficult, but you must engage your fear and explore possible causes of it to help build your courage. Fear is a product of the unknown, and if you are able to accept this unknown, fear will have less of an impact on you. Number 4, persistence. Regardless of the struggles you face, you must continue moving forward. You will have obstacles, barriers, haters, naysayers, and everything in between in your life. But you must be persistent and resilient on your journey. Only you have the strength to overcome. And lastly, 5, be your authentic self. When you have personal responsibility, you don't react to things around you, you simply act. In a world of fake friendships, fake relationships, and fake leadership, where is the real, or better yet, who is authentic? To be responsible for yourself means that you do what's expected of you, even when no one else is around. So in closing, I've given you the 5 keys or 5 ingredients for success. It is up to you to take these ingredients to create your perfect recipe for being a responsible version of yourself. Know that you may not cultivate all these ingredients at the same time, but please be sure to keep them in rotation like a good Spotify or Apple playlist. Thank you for listening and engaging, and again, congratulations on your accomplishments of the Foothills Charter High School. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Booker, for those words of wisdom, the 5 principles or keys to success. Next, we will have graduate comments by our very own Miss Aisha Flowers.
When I think about my time at Foothills, one word comes to mind: opportunity. Albert Einstein once said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." Foothills has granted us with our opportunity to obtain a high school diploma. Foothills has granted us an opportunity to create a better life for ourselves and our families. Foothills has granted us an opportunity to beat odds and defy stereotypes. Last but not least, Foothill has granted us an opportunity to become the people that we have always dreamed of being. As I stand here today, ready to be a high school graduate and ready to experience all life has to offer, I want to challenge my fellow graduates to never give up. Never give up on dreams, never give up on hopes, never give up on yourself. We have been given all the tools we need to be successful. Just as we overcome obstacles and never give up on the goal we set to be high school graduates, we can overcome any obstacle life presents to us. As I think about how much I have to overcome as a teen mom, I am proud of myself for pushing forward and never giving up. The journey was not easy, but it was worth it. My personal family and my Foothills family gave me the push I need to not quit. My fellow graduates and I will always be thankful to the teachers at Foothills for ensuring we reach.
Thank you, Ms. Flowers. Next, we will have our superintendent's address. This is Dr. Gibney Sherman, superintendent of Foothills, and this is also a pre-recorded message.
Hello, my name is Sherry Gibney Sherman, superintendent of Foothills Education Charter High School. We thank you for coming to graduation. These are proud moments for us when we get to celebrate our students. But first, we'd like to thank people that are in the room. Students, we thank you for having a reason to celebrate. Parents, family, friends who are here celebrating, we thank you. Staff, we have nearly 1,000 employees working to make sure these students can graduate. We have site directors that provide leadership at each of our sites. We have a governance board who works to manage and make sure that we are doing all the work we need to do to serve our students. Our partner school districts and their communities help to provide space and resources for us to work with our students. The Georgia Department of Corrections works with us to make sure in our 3 prisons that we can serve students. Plus, we have the Northeast Georgia RESA Regional Educational Service Agency, and they work with us to bring resources across our region. A special thanks to Melanie Britton for organizing all of the scholarships and awards we present each year, and to Mark Chanel for organizing all the graduations throughout the district. We really want to thank the entire Foothills community who work together every day to support students as they earn their high school diploma and prepare for careers in college. It takes all of us. For you students, I want you to know that you're part of something bigger than where you are right now. We have 20 sites, and there's a lot of students across the state who are wearing blue gowns just like you. We're in 17 school district partner sites, and I'm going to tell you where they are, because you may have a friend or a cousin or a relative who may need the Foothills experience. We're in Baldwin County, Barrow County, Bibb County, Butts County, Clark County, Franklin County, Greene County, Jackson County, Jasper County, Madison County, Morgan County, Oglethorpe County, Social Circle City, Walton County. Plus, we have a virtual site that's 100% virtual. And right now, we're capped at 350 students who come across the state of Georgia to learn with Foothills. As I said, we have 3 sites that are in 3 prisons. They're in Arundel, Burris, and Phillips. We have 2 sites at our Youth Challenge program, one at Fort Gordon and one at Fort Stewart. Now listen to this. Since we opened our doors in 2015, we have had 1,714 graduates since we opened, and that's as of May the 11th, 2022. And there's more to come because our school year is not over yet. So where are we now? Since we opened our doors in 2015, we have served 14,505 students. Over 14,000 students have entered our doors seeking an alternative way to earn a high school diploma. Now, all haven't finished, but many have, and we could not be prouder. And for those students, our program has developed since we opened. We have support for life skills for students, helping them to be prepared to work with life, including mental health services at some of our sites. We've established a Weld Ready program at Barrow, Jackson, and Madison sites where high school students are earning welding credentials. And every one of our students who graduates from one of these programs, they're offered a job at completion. So as a high school graduate, they're getting jobs at Caterpillar, Kubota, and more. We also have other career-ready programs that students are participating in. A precision machining and technology, emergency medical technician, healthcare, and more. And we're working hard to make sure we're not only supporting students as they earn their high school diploma, but we're making sure our kids are career ready too. And they are. 5 years ago, we established an alumni transition team. We're about to have our 4th member of that team, and they work with students in their senior year. And as the students get closer to graduation, they help them find jobs, complete college applications, job applications, and help them bridge over to the next step in life. We continue to work on our curriculum to make sure it's the best it can be for our students. We have data teams, curriculum teams, to making sure that we align to Georgia standards and the students have the best opportunity for learning. We have instructional coaches for all of our sites to make sure that our teachers are doing it the Foothills way. One thing that we were able to do with our Youth Challenge program is to offer a quality virtual option. So our students work at each of their campuses in a virtual setting, and if they're within 5 hours of graduation when they finish the Youth Challenge program, they can come on back and we'll help them finish until they get to the finish line. We continue to offer Foothills Plus, and Foothills Plus is for students who have already aged out. So regardless of their age, if they're within 5 credit hours of graduation, we can serve them. We do have to charge a tuition, but it's very small. And actually, our oldest graduate is, I believe, is 72 years old. So we're there for those who want to earn a high school diploma. I mentioned we're in our 3 state prisons, and since we've opened, we have awarded 391 high school diplomas. And what we have discovered, if a student earns a high school diploma from Foothills, when they're released, they don't come back to prison. And the average rate of prisoners who come back to prison after being released is actually 40%. For Foothills, it's 1%. Foothills is making a difference. We also offer something called credit transfer. That means a student can be enrolled in their regular high school and they can attend Foothills part-time and earn credits that they can transfer and take back to their home school so they can graduate with their peers. And to date, we have served 1,920 students in this transfer program. And we're just as proud as those graduates as we are our own. And there's something you may have heard about, and it's real important for you to know, is Senate Bill 153. It was a law that was passed in 2021. And a lot of things happened with that, and we're working on it. But one thing that happened is Foothills is now working under the Georgia Department of Education. And we're working closely with the Georgia Department of Education to make sure that students have access to Foothills option for many years to come. And it's important, if you're sitting in this room, to make sure that the students and families and friends let our legislators know and our Department of Education how important Foothills is to you and your future. We need to make sure that students have this opportunity in the future for a quality high school experience, for students to be job prepared, and for students to be life prepared, and that you have the option to work at your own rate and at the time you can so that you can take care of you and your families. We have high quality adults who work with you as you navigate high school. As a matter of fact, we assign a mentor to every student, and that mentor's task is to stay with you and meet with you at least once a week to make sure there are no barriers that are getting in your way from finishing your high school. Other students deserve this opportunity, and we need you to help us make that happen. As a Foothills graduate, you took the chance to enroll in a different kind of high school. We are different. You worked at your own pace. We're open all year. We're open at night. You work in a hard, no one gives you a diploma. You work very hard in a small classroom setting with adults that come in and out of your life. You are brave to have done this. You are smart. You are loved, and don't ever forget that. You are appreciated. Thank you, graduates, for representing Foothills Education Charter High School.
Hello. We thank Dr. Gibney Sherman for those remarks. Next, we will have closing remarks by Ms. Melissa Griffin, Executive Director of Heartland.
Graduates, I'm so excited to look out there and see the 5 of you in your red. It looks great. And I know you're excited, and I also know I'm the speaker before time that you can go celebrate, so I promise you I will be very brief. I am Melissa Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of Heartland, a division of Foothills Education Charter High School. And before we end the night, I want to just give you a few closing remarks. As Dr. Gibney Sherman stated in the video, Bibb Heartland, and we have another one that's part of Heartland, Butts Heartland, are part of Foothills. Thus the name Heartland, a division of Foothills Education Charter High School. Heartland grew from the vision of Bibb County School Superintendent Dr. Curtis Jones, Butts County Superintendent Dr. Todd Simpson, and Foothills Superintendent Dr. Sherry Gibney Sherman and their boards. Bibb Heartland opened in January of 2020, and Butts Heartland opened in August of 2020. And we all know 2020 represents the year of the pandemic. So we opened right in the middle of a pandemic, and it was not an easy task. We all had to stay focused, endure change, and remember our purpose. In the summer of 2021, your site directors, myself, Ms. Hammonds, we met to plan for a school year, and we knew that we wanted to come up with a motto that represented who we are at Heartland. And during that time, we came up with Heartland Has Heart. And we committed to Heartland Has Heart in everything that we do. just like you have committed. You have Heartland Heart. Heartland Has Heart signifies the Heartland sites. We work hard, we take pride in what we do, we never give up, and we make it to that finish line, just like you did tonight. You have proven by reaching this milestone that you have the Heartland Heart. I want you to carry the Heartland Heart into your future. Do not take the easy road. Work hard just like you have to be here tonight. Take pride in yourself, take pride in your accomplishments, and very importantly, take pride in your community. You are the future. Bibb County, Macon is a wonderful place. Represent Heartland, represent your communities, go out there and do something big. When a task seems impossible or a problem too big, do not give up. Do just exactly what you did to make it here tonight. Always make it to the finish line. I'll close with a remark from Muhammad Ali. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Graduates, you are those champions tonight, and we could not be more proud of you. Thank you for what you've done.
Thank you for those remarks, Ms. Griffin. At this time, this concludes graduation ceremony. Again, graduates, we could not be prouder of you, and we know that you're going to go off and do great things in this community. We have light refreshments outside, and we do have a special treat for you all graduates before you leave. So thank you all parents for coming. Thank you for your support, and send some more kids our way. Thank you.